Hey folks, I'm your host Sandeep and welcome back to Crack Computers. So it's been like 7 or 8 days. I haven't been like uploading videos. I'm kind of sorry to you guys. I was kind of busy studying stuff and it's kind of personal stuff. So I'm back, no tension. I'm back with another C video, C programming tutorial, and today we're gonna talk about data types. And so first of all, some of you have like subscribed to this channel, so thanks all of you who have subscribed, and all of you who have visited and viewed the videos. Please make sure to subscribe and watch this channel to learn more about C program and more other stuff about computers. So there will be stuff about more about the computers, so just check out this channel. So guys, first of all, we're gonna discuss today is data types. As I have told in the previous videos that I'm gonna discuss about data types in future videos, so this is the video we're gonna talk about C data types. So you can see this in this screen, there is program written. So we have seen like character, this is a character type, this C is a data type which is a character type, right guys? So C is actually a variable. We're gonna put some value in this thing, as I have discussed in the previous video. There is something else in the previous video. I have discussed like three types, like I said, char, int and float. Now we're gonna see their parts. So first of all, this character type, it has character C and unsigned char D. So unsigned characters, which are unsigned characters? So if you can see, if you see the range of a character type, it was like 0 to 255 or is minus 128 to 127, right guys? It's the range, value range. As it is an unsigned character, it is an unsigned value. You cannot store a signed value like minus 128 or plus 123, whatever, right guys? So it has the range only of 0 to 255 characters. Okay guys, same things for all these unsigned int, unsigned short or unsigned long int. We're gonna talk about every single one of them. So guys, as you can see, this is character, this is unsigned character. So I'm gonna write something like the range and the space it hold in the RAM. So for the space, it hold 1 byte only. Okay guys, and like for the range, it has -128 to 127 positive value obviously, and 0, it also may be 0 to 255. Okay guys, so the 1 byte space is occupied by this character C, and its range is -128 to 127 and 0 to 255. So that's all for the character C. And for the unsigned character, it is also hold 1 byte. Okay guys, sorry, 1 byte. I have to comment out this line just for a sec. And its range is 0 to 255. Okay guys, now we have int. I'm just gonna hold on a second just for the sec. Okay guys, just give some space for understanding, better understanding. So this int, how much space does it hold in the RAM? So I have previously discussed about this, and you guys, I hope you guys know that it hold 2 byte in some computer, and also I'm gonna give it this sign, and 4 byte in some computer. Now if you guys remember what I've told in the previous video, in some computer, no, not some computer, there is no like magical computer. This has a region where it hold 2 byte and where it hold 4 byte, right guys? So actually it hold 2 bytes in the 60-bit machines or those old machines, or you can run a like 64-bit compiler mainly. Then if you run a 64-bit or 32-bit compiler in your machine, then it will hold 4 byte. Or if you run a like 16-bit like turbo C in your computer, then it will be like 2 byte integer space. Okay guys, make sure to just remember those things. And it has a range, like really long range. I hope you guys remember this value, 32,768. okay guys, to 32,760, sorry guys, 67. So this value is, this range, this value range is actually for 2 byte. When you actually use 16-bit compiler, so when you use 16-bit compiler, the integer only hold 2 byte, and that's for it has this small range. But now we have like more powerful computer, so the range has increased for the 4 byte thing. It is a long value, like 214,748,3648. okay guys, I'm gonna copy this thing. 2, it has a range up to just one value less. okay guys, because what you must be thinking, why say like just for small value, like 128 to 127, count the 0 as a positive number, then you can see there is equal number in each side. So next thing come is unsigned integer. As of like unsigned character, it is also has no sign bit for store in the RAM, right guys? So it will also like 0 to that value. okay guys, so I'm gonna like, first of all I'm gonna write like the space it occupy. It is doesn't matter like signed or unsigned character or integer or float, the both in both case they will occupy the same amount of space. It's just the range that differs. So the range would be like 0 to, if you add like count total number, that will be the range, 0 to 65,535. okay guys, that's it. And so for 4 byte it will hold 0 to 4294967,295. that's a long value, right guys? So that's gone for like character, unsigned character, integer and unsigned integer. So there is one more thing, that is short integer. So I haven't told it in previously. So short integer is basically integer type. It occupy low value in the space, and it is also has a low range than integer. okay guys, so you can store like short int values in integer, but you cannot store int values. Like if you take this, if you take this value and you want to say like this is a short int, then computer will throw an error. okay guys, but you can store this value. So first of all I'm gonna write like the space it holds, and that is guys to byte. okay, and the range would be this. okay, and for short int with like unsigned, it is the same as this one, and the space will be obviously 2 byte guys. So that's like goes for short int. Now there is another value that is called long int, for like long values, like in like we need those values for like calculating stuff like scientific equations. okay guys, and one thing I just want to told you, that this float double or long double, there is this values float, actually the real values, they are actually used less than these int values in C programming. So in the future or in real life in programming, people may mainly use like int values, not much use of float or double values. But we need to know those values because we need to store some real values, might be for like equations. So for the long, the range is 4 byte. okay guys, and for like ranges, it is has the same range as this one. Okay guys, so that's for long int. And for unsigned, I hope you can guess, the size will be same, but the range will be this one. So this one. Okay guys, so you can store like long values, like so integer and these values into long, all of these into long, but you cannot store like long values into a sort int type. Okay guys, so that's for like integer types, all of them. And you might need to remember the space it occupies, not the range. You actually don't have to remember all these big values, but you need to remember this character type thing. Okay guys, so that goes. Now the next thing is the float type. Okay guys, so first of all I'm gonna write the space it all of them occupy actually. So just for a sec, this hold 4 byte, I hope you guys know that. I told that in a previous video, right guys? This hold 8 byte and this hold 10 byte. So the range for this, it's actually, I've told you about like e to the power like something. I'm gonna write and you must be thinking what is e. It is actually 10 to the power of that value, so it is really a long value. So the value for this one is, I'm gonna copy paste guys, I'm truth about this. So that's the value, the float you can store. So if you have a calculator, just check it out. 1.2 multiply by 10 into 10 to the power negative 38 to 3.4 into 10 to the power positive 30. That's like big value. Okay, so we're gonna talk about like precision point. I hope you guys know, like if I write this is 3 decimal places it takes, right? Precision. So for float it is 6 decimal. Okay guys, it is 6 decimal places. Just remember, actually remember this memory space it holds. You don't have to remember all of this, no one does actually. So now the double is actually store more values than float. Okay guys, so that's for double, and its precision point is, it's big, 15 decimal places. So this is a double value guys, and you can store it in the float. It will be stored and it will show only like this much, 6 precision, so this much. Okay guys, and for the last type it is long double. It is long, really long, like I can pronounce it. Okay guys, if you see this 10 to the power this much is really big, and it is also have precision of 19 decimal places. Okay guys, so that's for all the data types you need to know about C data types. And just remember this character, unsigned character, integer. If you guys like need this code and previous codes I've written, you can like comment me or go to my Facebook page and message me or leave a post. I'm gonna send that to your message box. Okay guys, so that's all. The next up, now we're gonna see this %c and %c or %d, and I have written %f, right guys? This is called format specifier, right? It specify the format to this function. This is a scanf function. I don't think I have written it in the previous video. If I just know, this scanf function is basically used to take values from the input user, right? Like we're gonna see, I'm gonna run this code and I'm gonna like print some values. Okay guys, like execute, compile, done. Okay, so first of all, we have given some character values to, so I'm gonna write character values like S and K, and it's gonna print out that the S value is stored in C and K value is stored in D variable, if you can see that. Okay guys, now next thing is integer, and I'm gonna give a an signed integer and an unsigned integer, you can say, so like 1 to 3, and an unsigned integer like negative 23. Let's see what this prints out. Okay, that's something strange. So as a unsigned character, I have given a signed value, so that's why it has printed the value. So why, you must be thinking, why this value? And so 024294967295, and it's showing 4294967273. If you add this, actually value would be 4296949672 also 96. And if you count this 0 to this, it's actually like 0 to that means actually value is, number of value is 4294967296. So that's why it prints. If I like give the input to negative to 4, then it will be like, sorry guys, it would be like last value would be 72. Okay guys, so the next thing we're gonna check is sort int type. Okay guys, so for sort int, I'm gonna give a value that is longer than sort int, like this one. It has like 6 digit, but it can only store 5 digit. And for the unsigned, I'm gonna give like 23. That is unsigned character, right? That is also sort. So you can see, yes, it is prints 23 like it is, but it prints 0. Okay, so there is reason for this why it prints 0, because I have give a value that is more than that, and it cannot store that much value, so that's why it's showing 0. So you can see that the range is really important in storing values. So the next thing will be coming long int. So long int can store like long values, so I'm gonna give some long values for like, for 2, let's check this, negative 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay guys, that's for signed. And for the unsigned, I'm gonna give a long one for 2. Let's check out this, 949672996. I never tried this, so let's see what happened. Okay guys, you can see that I have to give the value 96, so there is no 96. If you can see the range, here is the range, it's stored 95, so the next thing it has is 0, and that's why it printed 0. But for the signed character, it is print exactly with the sign showing it, right? So it is proven. And the next thing I'm gonna discuss about is float type. So let's run this code and see what happened. So as you can see, it's like give some input, and for the float I'm gonna give something with this, just a value. And for the double, I'm gonna give, okay. And for a long double, so there is a trick, you will be shocked after see the output actually. And as you can see, first of all, I'm gonna tell you something about the long double. And here is this long double is showing 0. That the reason is because, as you can know, the like this personal computer, or if you have a laptop or whatever, it's only some like 64-bit machine or 32-bit machine, right guys? And as you can see here, the long double is 10 bytes. That means 80 bits. That's like out of question for the computer. That's, it cannot print that out. That's why it prints just 0. So it's really like value for much larger calculation. It's like mainframe machines or supercomputer. Just saying, I don't have that much idea about this one. Okay guys, so let's see this one. the float value, and as you can see the float value is print up to 6 precision point, so that's truth. And this one prints, okay, this one prints, you can must be thinking what happened with 7 and 3, not counted. I know it's not 15 precision point. So the thing, it is little bit mathematical, as you have read that the 7 is larger than 5, so it's just added that 1 to this 2 and it became 3. So that's all for the section. And there is something in this code that I like to discuss. This thing, it is 0.10, so by like adding 0.1 2 3 4 or whatever precision point you want, you just write point and that number, and it's gonna print out that much precision point for you, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, right guys? So that's all for today's videos, and thanks guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. If you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike it, dislike. And go to the description section, there is a link to my Facebook page. Go there and like it. So that's all. Bye, see you later.